Hi, Spencer here. Just thought I'd do a little video of my Mission Pilastros. So these speakers are quite a rare speaker. They're basically made by a company called Mission, and their name were Pilastro. The reason was is it means pillar, structure. So it's just a nice thing to call a speaker, I suppose, given that they're so big. You can't really appreciate the size of them. I'm 6'3" and they are literally at my shoulder height. So they're a pretty big speaker, but they're made in limited numbers. So these speakers were made in, I believe, under 50 pairs. We're in the process of building a Facebook page where these speakers are going to be listed on there, and anyone who has a set is more than welcome to join the page and upload a photo of your serial number, and then we'll tick off the serial numbers off the list and see how many speakers are still out there, still in storage or still being used. It's just nice to know that these speakers are actually being used. People care for them. People love them. Originally, they were £25,000 for a pair, brand new. They're such a high quality, is unreal, really. Some of the materials used and some of the science behind the actual speaker itself was so advanced at the time that it really did sort of show its competitors up. The only reason these didn't really take off as well as they should have, to be quite honest, in my opinion, is that Mission was a brand that basically used to make budget speakers. So they were well renowned for their, making budget speakers. And then they tried to enter the high-end stereo system when they brought these out, and I think it was just like a last-ditched attempt to make a high-end stereo setup before the company sold out to China. So these speakers basically are the second from last speakers ever made by Mission England, Huntington, and they were made back in the early 2000s. They also went on to make the Mission Elegance range, which are basically some of the science behind these speakers is used in that Elegance range, and you can see it in the style of the speaker, the way that they perform, and the sound quality. And I actually have a home cinema system, which is the Elegance range. I have both of them. I have both E83 and E82 systems, and they are just out of this world. I have them in separate rooms, and the sound quality is just fantastic. But these Mission Pilastros obviously been in storage for a while. They're going to go home now for the next 5 to 10 years. I've had them in storage at my work premises, but to be quite honest, I'm really missing not listening to them and actually looking at them, having them in the house. They're a beautiful thing to look at. They do come with front and side covers. They aren't here at the moment. They're up in the loft in storage. But the speakers themselves are really beautiful, handcrafted. The company actually went back to the drawing board to make the material that they were housed in, so that the speakers themselves gave the best sound as well. The design of the speakers, putting the bass drives on the side and then facing each other, is just out of this world. But so a little bit of research into these speakers. Like most manufacturers don't make their own parts. The company Mission, as well as BW and other companies, they all go ahead and you have larger speaker manufacturers produce the speaker that they want, and then they create the housing that the speaker sits in. So after long hours on the internet of research and trying to find out who made the original speakers and tweeters and stuff like that, and mid-ranges, the most information that I've been able to find is that a company called Vifa, which I believe has gone into liquidation or sold out to the Chinese back in 2005. They were the original manufacturers of the mid-range drivers, which are these two drivers on the front, and those drivers basically made out of a hemp material, so it's basically a natural fibre. The tweeter itself was a ScanSpeak tweeter, so this tweeter here, that tweeter was a ScanSpeak tweeter, and believe it or not, the tweeter serial number on the back of this tweeter only has one number different between the ScanSpeak and this tweeter, even though the tweeter says mission in front of it. Originally it originates from ScanSpeak. So the speakers on the side, I haven't found the original manufacturer of those, but I think, to be quite honest, given the fact that the material of the cone and the way that they look, I think that they are actually ScanSpeak as well. So I've spoke to the owner of ScanSpeak, and he confirmed to me that the tweeters were definitely their product, and he also said that if we ever want any repair work done, there's possibility that they could repair the mid-ranges, even though they weren't made by themselves. They were made by Vifa. So this is my set of Mission Pilastros. I just thought I'd do a video just showing the pair that I have. These are now going to go home and be used again, and just sort of be loved and cared for. They're a fantastic speaker, and given that they're quite rare, there's only sort of 50 under 50. I've had that confirmed by Peter Kumaru that there's under 50 speakers in the world, or 50 pairs in the world, and so far I've been able to track down 24 pairs. So there's 24 serial numbers which are definitely out there still, and being used and loved. So the resale value on a pair of speakers like this is around about £15,000, and the quality of the speaker, for the price market they're in, it's just out of this world. You can find out all the details of the speaker online, and you can look at old audio reviews from back in the 2000s. And I think it's a little bit like this speaker is a little bit like, to me, what the Jaguar XJ220 is. A fantastic supercar, but a little bit unknown, and not many people sort of recognise them. It's only the people that have owned Mission know that these are the Holy Grail. So pleased to own them, and I will never let them go. They're a fantastic speaker, and we've been lucky enough to get in contact with Peter, who had a part in designing the sound of the speaker themselves back in the 2000s and 1999. And he's actually posted a lot of stuff on the Facebook page. So the Facebook page is a Mission Pilastro Legacy is what it's called, and you can search it online. Just ask to add yourself, and admin will add you. But all the history of the speaker, the information that we find, everything which I find interesting, anyone that has any real information, please come along and post any information that you have on them. I would love to get this speaker to actually go a bit more viral, as they say, or become a bit more well known. It's definitely a dream speaker for a dream system. Alright, so thank you for watching. Next time I do a video, the speakers will be at home and set up.